why I did this job. Well, I was one of the unfortunate children who grew up in the township. My dream was actually to become a doctor. Unlike just sitting in the township and doing nothing, and I couldn't carry on with studies that I actually wanted to do, I joined the fire department.
Yeah, okay.
Now I've just cleared it.
No, there's no space for me here, so I leave you until I'm sure you'll be okay.
I qualified in 2004 as an advanced life support paramedic. I was then assigned to do primary response vehicle duties. It wasn't because of choice, it was purely because of an alternative. I'm not a doctor now, but I'm still doing what doctors do, which is saving lives. This was a calling, and then that's why I still do it with so much of a passion. We cover anything from a simple little person complaining of headaches to someone that's quite actually injured. There's a lot of trauma that we come across. There's a lot of stabbings, a lot of gunshots.
Médicale.
I was dispatched to the graveside for a possible dead child. When I got to the cemetery, that was firstly funny for me because that's where people are laid to rest. And you don't expect to go do an incident at the graveside. And then I found this lady sitting on one of the tombstones that's been erected there. I started examining the child. The child head was actually crushed. That actually touched me. The head was still intact, but it was so squashed that you could actually, it was kind of like you're touching a sponge, you know? Just as to avoid having bad memories as well, we tend not to follow much of these cases. But that's one thing I will never forget in my life. Back in 2003, the gunshots, the stabbings that we talked about, they were quite often. You will never finish a shift without going to some kind of a crime scene whereby someone is being killed, stabbed, or injured somehow. But nowadays, it's quiet. People are getting more wiser, more educated. So South Africa is definitely on its uprise in terms of people improving their lifestyle. So it's getting better over the years. It has gotten better. In terms of watching games, I'm missing a lot. I mean, at this point in stage, there's a game probably playing on TV. But guess what? I'll have to be in the response vehicle and then monitor my radio and in actual fact, turn out to scenes. Look after the South Africans and the tourists that have flocked into their country, unlike watching soccer like the rest of the people.
Kuzano Sneimani Kuzemnyama Yo Hawe como seno Sikola matafa Sikola mata Bafana Lusani Hayeni como seno Sikola matafa Sikola matafa